Hello everyone, this is Pico Entertainment and we are back again and we're going to talk tennis now and US Open Women's Final, which was contested between Naomi Osaka and Victoria Azarenka, and the result goes as follows. And we will say congratulations again to Naomi Osaka winning her second US Open after coming back from losing the first set 6-1 to win the match 6-3, 6-3. This is a great victory and comeback for Naomi, and this is now overall her third Grand Slam, which follows her previous victories at the US Open in 2018 and the Australian Open in 2019. And overall, this was a great achievement for Naomi. It was a strange match really, because she lost the first set 6-1 and was really all over the place. She was very inconsistent, making a lot of errors, hitting over the lines, hitting into the net, and she really seemed out of sorts. And I originally thought when watching her that maybe she was carrying an injury. If you look at the footage, you'll see the tape was on her left leg, so I thought maybe that was what hampering her. Azarenka, as we always know, will hit the ball very hard and be very consistent and be very intense with her shot making, so you have to make sure that you can match fire with fire when playing Victoria Azarenka. But yeah, Naomi Osaka was really just spraying the balls everywhere, seemed to lose focus, seemed to lose concentration, and yeah, it was looking very much it was going to be a complete shutout after losing the first set 6-1, and then later on she went 2-love down in the second set, and that's at that point I thought she was done. I thought she was literally going to fade away and we were going to get a very tame final, but she somehow managed to hang in there, hang tough, started getting consistency, started getting length on her shots, and she really had to battle through the second set, coming back to go ahead in the second set. Azarenka, she missed an easy forehand, she served out wide. Osaka had a decent mid-court return, and Azarenka literally had to hit it into the court and follow in to presumably hit a volley into the open court, but she hit it too long, and that's what allowed Naomi to go 4-3 up. And Naomi now was starting to really overpower her and really overwhelm her with her fierce shot making and really, I think, more athleticism. And even though Azarenka is a very fit player as well, you could clearly see that youth and energy was on Naomi's side, and she was really now just toughing out Azarenka in the rallies as they became longer and longer and more ferocious and more intense. And even Azarenka after a while was eventually making errors. So Osaka really found the form that was carrying her through this tournament, and she just went away to win the second set, which was a really tough second set. And then in the third set she went 3-1 up, but she faced 3 break points. She managed to fend them all off and went 4-1 up, and then I really thought that was it at that point, because you always get the way when a player gets tight, they get nervous and they lose a couple of points and they're facing break points, and that's the chance for their opponent to catch up. But if an opponent doesn't capitalise on those break points, you kind of feel, well, that's the pivotal stage within the match. But Azarenka, very tough competitor that she is, she broke back to come back to 4-3, but then she lost serve straight away to leave the match at 5-3, and then eventually Osaka closed the match out to win the third and final set 6-3. So overall, a very competitive match on there. I don't think Azarenka could really have too many complaints. She played well, but I just think Osaka elevated her level, and as I said, maybe it was an age issue, the fact that just a younger, fresher opponent was able to just outlast her as the rallies got longer and they got tougher. You know, that's the way Osaka really has been playing this whole tournament. I had her as a clear favourite. I thought she was going to win in 3 sets. So when I saw the way that Azarenka won the first set so easily, I was a bit worried. I thought Osaka was maybe injured, but obviously not. She managed to break through and claim her third Grand Slam. Now, obviously now the debate is going to go on. How far can Osaka go? Can she become the next dominant superstar of the women's game? Now, I probably will talk about that more at length in a separate video. I'll just concentrate on the result here. But yeah, the debate will go on, because we had this stage with her last year, didn't we, when she won the US Open 2018 and Australian Open 2019 back-to-back. She reached #1 in the world. She was in the early 20s, and as sports fans, we always are attracted to that next young prodigy, right? The next young superstar. If you go back way into the history of tennis, it's full of great legends who have always hit their peak when they were very young, in their late teens, early 20s, and then progressed from there to win multiple Grand Slams. But Osaka didn't do that. She kind of just tailed off and really declined, and people were using the kind of common narrative that it's the young superstar that once they hit that height of fame, they get distracted by the attention and the focus and they lose their way. So I think it's a further testament to Osaka that she's managed to come back after having that sharp decline after winning those couple of slams, and now coming back now to win this third slam here. So it will be interesting to see next year how far she comes. I mean, I'm not sure if she's going to take part in the French. It's kind of a strange timing, isn't it? Because the French, I think, is about 2 weeks away, 2 or 3 weeks away, and obviously anybody who's lasted into the later stages of the US Open will have to go into quarantine before playing the French. And of course, she wouldn't be able to participate in the Rome Open, which is going on right now, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see if she participates in the French or whether she sits it out for the rest of the year. Whether further tournaments take place after the French, we'll wait and see. But yeah, I think just overall, just to close this out, just congratulations to Naomi Osaka. We will see how she copes now with the added status of being a multiple Grand Slam champion. I think she has proven a point to a degree. She has added to her credibility now, and we'll see if she can progress on further and become the next dominant superstar within the women's game. We'll see if Naomi can take over the ranks, and like I said, I will talk more about this in a separate video. But for now, congratulations to Naomi Osaka, winning her second US Open and winning her third Grand Slam. Congratulations to her, and we will see if she becomes the next dominant female superstar in the women's game going ahead for 2021 in the future. So those are my thoughts on Naomi Osaka's victory in the US Open final to 2020. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think she can become the next dominant superstar, or do you think there are others on the tour that are better than her? What will happen when Andreescu as well, who won the tournament last year, once she comes back to fitness and form, will she be able to come back and contest with Naomi in the future? What about Serena? Will we see one more last hurrah? Serena is still very much a consistent performer in the slams, regularly reaching quarterfinals, semi-finals, particularly at Wimbledon and the US Open. So I wouldn't count out Serena yet. I think she's just got one more in her at the moment, but certainly it's looking good for Osaka right now to become the next dominant superstar in the women's game, because I think that's what it needs right now. So those are my thoughts on Naomi Osaka's US Open win for 2020. Let me know what you think in the comments below. That's it for now. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you very, very soon.